Psalm 130, verse 8. Vehu yifdei et Yisrael, mikol avonotav. So we begin here with the vav, vehu, and he, very emphatically. And he, remember that in verbs, here the next we get the verb, he will redeem. The verb is pada, and remember that in verbs, this one is a imperfect 3ms, that the 3ms, third masculine singular, is the he. So the subject is implied, but here we get it explicitly. He, you could say, not necessary, but you could say, and he himself will redeem, direct object marker, Israel. So coming off of verse 7, where we just heard that with the Lord there is plentiful redemption, we now get the explicit statement that he will indeed redeem Israel, his people. Let's look at the verb here for just a second. Notice the yod preformative here. The dagesh in the dalet doesn't indicate a PL of any sort. That's just a begad kifat letter that would have been preceded by a silent schwa. And so it's just a good old dagesh lene right there. And then lastly, we get the segol he as the ending in the call with third he verbs. That's very common, in fact, the most common. Not a holum like we are used to seeing in something like yiktol. So a few little morphological pieces there. He will redeem Israel. Then we get the min preposition as the prepositional phrase saying what he will redeem them from, namely, from all his or its iniquities. Now, notice here that this is a plural noun. This holum is written defectively. You might be wanting to see this. Otiv, avonotiv, but it's written defectively. And all that means is that it's just missing the vav, but it is still there as a plural. And if you didn't catch that, you're probably catching the plural suffix or the suffix that's indicative of a plural noun, iv, instead of the singular one, o. And so we get here, and he will redeem Israel from all its or his iniquities, the pronoun referring then to Israel.